What is next for the three other men in the van who are still in ICE custody tonight?
Their attorney is worried ICE will try and deport them before they can testify about what they saw that day. Maria Aguilera right here in the studio with us with that part of the story tonight.
Yeah, Lynn and Mia, there are lots of questions about what happens next. The three men are now at the center of both a federal immigration case and an officer-involved shooting investigation. So I turned to an immigration attorney for some answers. The three other men who were inside the work van Tuesday when an ICE agent fatally shot Lorenzo Salgado remain in federal custody as questions continue about what happens next.
My client's versions of the events are extremely different from what ICE agents are saying.
Hugo Banderas, the attorney for those men, says he met with his clients Thursday and is calling for their immediate release from the detention center, saying they are key witnesses to what led to the fatal shooting.
It is extremely important that we preserve the integrity of this investigation. That will all be out the window if they are deported.
Harris County District Attorney Sean Tier says his office is conducting its own investigation, but has not yet had access to interview the men, after his office was not invited to take part in the federal investigation, as it typically does in local officer-involved shootings. So I asked longtime immigration attorney Renata Castro what that could mean for the three men. When they are detained, are they able to give testimony because of this homicide?
They are not only able to give testimony, but they can be earmarked as key witnesses in this investigation. And if they do not have status, the government can actually extend a protection for them in the form of an S visa. We jokingly call it the snitch visa because it's for someone who testifies in an active investigation.
Castro says their immigration cases can continue while the criminal investigation plays out, which raises another question. Can the federal government fast-track deportation to get them out of the United States before there is testimony?
Absolutely. The federal government is now in control of this docket.
All right, so Maria, what does the timeline look like for these men as they remain in custody?
Yeah, so the immigration attorney I spoke with says it really depends on the federal investigation. Now, someone without a criminal record can spend between 90 and 180 days in detention on average, but there is no set timeline. She says the big issue here is access. While ICE cannot block a legal visit, getting access for an investigation could be a bit more complicated. And the DA's office could have to take legal action if the federal government pushes back.
Appreciate all of her insight and analysis this evening. Maria Aguilera with great reporting. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. We'll be covering several protests that are happening across Houston this weekend. Get the latest with our free KHU 11 app streaming on your phone and TV.